A large tornado unexpectedly passed through the lake, damaging many properties and boats. The force of nature can be truly overwhelming. The destructive capabilities are often hard to imagine and even harder to experience. Never before experienced overwhelming natural defenses. Although this city has hail regularly, the city population has increased considerably in recent years due to the dramatic growth in the oil sector. The impact of natural events can have surprising results, and sometimes even unexpected outcomes. A city flooded, overwhelmed by sudden surges of water. I completely swallowed by relentless waves of flooding. Entire crops drown in flooded fields, threatening the food supply. The unpredictability can be disorienting. The unforgiving power of nature is on display here, showing the devastation that can be wrought. These events are both unpredictable and yet inevitable. Rain and cold weather are believed to have caused a landslide on Bournemouth's East Cliffs, forcing the closure of the town's cable car railway. This major landslide in the coastal town of Bournemouth, England, has caused serious disruption and raised concerns about the potential risk from extreme weather events. Mountainsides crumble under constant rain. Danger lurking within the city. Fortunately, drivers managed to evacuate in time. Heavy rain caused landslides, and these drivers probably did not expect that today they would have to participate in a dramatic chase with a giant rockslide. The sudden force can be devastating. The sheer force of destruction can take your breath away. And yet, even the desert can be vulnerable to Mother Nature's fury. Landslide causes collapse of Teton Pass Lifeline Highway. Unbelievable. What is the cause of this problem? This little village on the Tyrrhenian coast has experienced a tough time coping with the aftermath of recent violent storms. How did these dogs get inside the tree? This is truly unbelievable. In Lima, Peru, a man tried to drive through flood waters, but the car slid and hit a rock. Luckily, the front window was broken, allowing him to escape. These scenes are a stark reminder of the power that nature holds. And to the extent that a gentle rain can quickly turn into a destructive storm. This is a harsh reminder of what nature is capable of. The damage is so large, it's difficult to even comprehend. Frail coastal areas are battered by typhoons. And they are becoming more ferocious with each passing year. In Serbia, the storm took on a different form. On this day in 2017, traffic was moving like normal. As the drivers looked further down the road, they could see thick clouds, indicating a strong storm system. Of course, it would be reason for caution, but not necessarily alarm. As the drivers approached, the wind started whipping, blowing debris and trash over the roadway. Heavy rains often trigger these, and they can be very difficult to avoid. They can also cause sudden flooding, which can catch many by surprise. This area shows the impressive natural power of this high mountain region. It reminds us of what powerful forces are at work here. And the potential for harm from these natural events. This is a stark reminder of the potential dangers of nature. Rain and cold weather are believed to have caused a landslide on Bournemouth's East Cliffs, forcing the closure of the town's cable car railway. This major landslide in the coastal town of Bournemouth, England, has caused serious disruption and raised concerns about the potential risk from extreme weather events. You never know when nature will take a turn for the worst, but this incident was both terrifying and overwhelming. And just when you think you've seen it all, a tornado will form over the water, displaying yet another kind of danger. And destroy nearly everything in its wake. You can see how powerful a natural event can be. And sometimes, even wildfires have more effects than we can realize. It shows the true damage and devastation that nature can create. When you have a severe flood, you may be required to wade through the waters. But you can see that it's often much more dangerous than it appears. As the mountain crumbles, the area around it is often left in ruins. It can sometimes be difficult to avoid the danger. Even the most routine things can turn bad in a moment during extreme weather. These storms come and go so quickly, often catching people unawares. And can often be more terrifying than they might seem. Always be aware of your environment and what's going on around you. And sometimes it's the debris and materials that nature throws at you. Here we can see the pure power that can be displayed through these kinds of events. These are the types of events that can devastate communities all around the world. This scene reminds us that we should always be prepared. Nature is always showing its power. And it's a power that you can never fully predict. You can can see the damage that these events can cause and that no one is truly safe. And that sometimes the events that transpire are truly otherworldly to look at, but they often leave behind a trail of destruction. They can sometimes even leave you feeling helpless, as if you have no control of your own situation. These events are often a reminder of what we can expect in the future. But for now, we can only brace ourselves.